Hello, this is Sheshachan from Astro Guide Mysore. Today, let us go into the topic of moon, that is Chandra, in the ninth house. So, we all know ninth house has a lot of significations, and out of that, it is known as the Pitrusthana, that is the house of father, and also Bhagyasthana, that is the house of fortune or luck or blessing. So here one should understand that blessing means blessing of elders, forefathers. It's not only the father, because people have a wrong conception that the ninth house means only father, that is the biological father. No, ninth house means the parental lineage with regard to the forefathers. So if the ninth house is strong in any chart, so that means he will have immediate blessing of his father and also his forefathers. So what is the blessing that a person gets because of his forefathers is, for example, let us say a huge figure of a country, like a father of a country, has his lineage still living in that country. So those people who are living, let us say their grandchildren, great grandchildren living there, will still be respected only because they are coming down in the lineage of that particular person. Like people like huge personalities, like in India, Mahatma Gandhi. So the Mahatma Gandhi's family is still living. So they are still known for the virtues of Mahatma Gandhi. I'm just giving you a small example like this. So what actually they carry with them is the huge lineage responsibility and also the trust what people had with their forefather is still there with the children. So this is known as heredity and lineage, and this is seen from the ninth house. And when moon is in the ninth house, particularly, it enhances the spirit of this particular thing, that the native who has a very strong moon in the ninth house. For example, if you have Kanya Rashi and moon is in the ninth house exalted, the native will get excellent social acclaim because of his forefathers and also because of himself and his immediate, that is the biological father. So the second point, which is very important with regard to the ninth house, is dharma, righteousness. That means the immediate deeds and actions of a person, which actually makes the person's character a whole character. That is a holistic living. So moon being a very soft and a beautiful planet, very innocent planet, honest planet, the person will also be known for his honesty and for his good words, his good personality. Even an enemy, a bad social element. Usually we tell that even criminals bow in front of these people. That's the word which can be used. Let us forget about criminals. Let us say a normal person who thinks that he is supreme will bow in front of this person because he feels that he is spiritually acclaimed. He feels that this person has spiritually got elevated, and he will call him the guru and he will bow to him or fall to his feet. Because inside, somewhere in the corner of the heart, even a criminal knows that he has done the bad deeds, and this is not the person where he should show his, bad behavior. Even there, they will bow to them. So understand that this blessing of the supreme God, or you call it forefathers, or you call it luck, is bestowed to this native who has a strong moon in the ninth house. So this person follows tradition, values, and religion, and all very strictly. Moon in the ninth house with a very strong Jupiter, which is well placed Jupiter in the chart, will purely follow tradition and culture. So that is a very good thing, but they sometimes become very strict in following culture, which nowadays the generation might feel a little odd because nowadays generation is picking up pace with nightlife. People with moon in the ninth are active at night, very clear because it's moon, but still they are not active in that way which the normal public nowadays, the Mars Rahu combination is running out everywhere. Speeding bikes, speeding cars. Moon is not like that in the ninth house. These people can become very good language interpreters, they can become journalists, they can go into novelists, they can become cinematographers, they can become chess players because the intellectual IQ, what we call as intellectual quotient, is very high. These people think very ahead of, very much ahead, and that is why they are silent and they work with lot of, intuition. So this is a very good placement for having good, blessed with good family values, good family, nice spouse, good children, nice communication and friendship with the spouse. There will be more love and understanding with the spouse. There is no other placement of any planet other than, I'm just telling you, there is only one placement where you get a spouse who will purely understand you to the highest level, and that would be Shukra in the ninth house. But other than that, Moon is the best placement in the ninth to have an excellent spouse and relationship in between them. So why this happens is because, why communication with the spouse is because the ninth house is the third from the seventh house. You should go into the Bhava detail. You will understand that the seventh house is the spouse and the third from the seventh house is the communication of the spouse, not himself. For himself, the native, the communication should be taken from the third from the Lagna. But if it is the third from the seventh house, it is the communication, the way the native's spouse will communicate. And Moon in the third house, very sweet, soft, timid, good natured communication where they listen and then talk. So very nice placement, and also well spoken children because it is fifth from the fifth. So when you have planets like Jupiter, Venus and Moon in the ninth house, you have knowledgeable children in your chart. That is, if the native has or anybody has, so their children will go ahead and become masters in any good subject. So these people are handsome, good looking, elevated in their brain, and generally this is a very good placement to give health, wealth and prosperity, and they are good in lectures. They can become very good professors. Usually these people are into chemistry, MSc chemistry or masters in chemistry, masters in textile industries. So these people are good in all sorts of sciences. So they are good in science. So anyway, I am simply telling good and good. So because this is a good placement. But if I go to the negatives of this placement, that is if I see Moon is debilitated in the ninth house, or when Moon is debilitated in the ninth house, it very clearly means that the Lagna is Pisces. But you should understand, for Pisces, Moon is the fifth lord, and when it gets debilitated in the ninth house, it still has moved 5 houses. That is from Karkataka Rashi, that is Cancer. It has moved 5 houses: Karkataka, Simha, Kanya, Tula, Vrishchika. So Vrishchika Rashi, that is the Scorpio, is the ninth house. So though it is debilitated in the ninth house, for Pisces, it is a good placement. So there may be some difficulties, that is illnesses which the native's father may have to go through, but it would not be of any serious nature, but it would be of something which has got prolonged illness, but it would not be of any serious nature. So when we see that Moon debilitation, we should not suddenly pronounce that it's a very bad placement. No. Secondly, if Moon is placed very badly with, let us say, Rahu, we have seen, we have done that research. I will be putting up those charts with Moon and Rahu in the 6th house, which actually is a very tough combination. So under the tough combinations heading, I'll be putting up those cases where it is difficult for the married life. So I'll put it up once again. That's a very important subject. My partner is doing a lot of. My partner is my wife. I don't have any other partners in this particular thing. So we both are astrologers. So we do research, a lot of research, and we both. She has done that background research of that. So whatever I present in here in front of you people is because I am the face in front of the camera, but behind the camera she is there to help me. She is like my bone, the backbone. So because of her I am here. And so anyway, we will put up all those cases and case studies in the forthcoming classes. And if moon is weak in the 9th house, let me go through that once. With Saturn or with Rahu or with a negative retro Mercury, it will give problems in higher studies. There will be dissatisfaction with regard to the line of job. This is very important. Why? Because the 9th house is the 12th from the 10th house. 10th house is your karma, that is profession, your actions. And the line of job would be very much satisfactory if there is a strong moon there in the 9th house. But if there is a weak moon which is afflicted, not the debilitated version. If it is debilitated and afflicted, yes. So if it is afflicted, then the person will have difficulty to secure a job as per his education. He will secure something else which might be parallelly different, but still he will not have the satisfaction of getting the job as per his qualification. Very important. I keep getting phone calls from my clients who are surgeons, my clients who are lawyers, even my clients who are doctorates. They keep calling me, doctorates in other subjects. They keep calling me and telling me that I have done my doctorate in a particular specialization, but I have not ended up there in that particular department. I am somewhere nearby, but still I am not satisfied because I have done so much of research. I have put so much papers in the journals, but with all that, I am still not heading the department, or I am not in that department at all. So I am very far away from that, or parallelly somewhere. So the vertical is different. So they feel the dissatisfaction or the disconnect between their profession and their education. So a negative moon also gives separation from father, or because of distance, because of through distance, separation through distance, or separation through demise. It might happen. Those things have to be seen from individual charts. So thank you very much for today's class. I hope I have covered a lot of subject. Thank you.